This video will demonstrate proper diagnostic testing and replacement procedures for Ford's early pressure feedback EGR or PFE system. Our subject is a 1992 Mercury Topaz with a 2.3-liter engine. While driving, the check engine light turns on, but turns off again when returning to a stop. Two diagnostic trouble codes were stored in the computer memory. The trouble codes are 326, which means EGR or PFE signal low, and 335, which means EGR or PFE signal out of range. The computer will command the EGR vacuum regulator on to allow engine vacuum to reach the EGR valve. The PFE sensor then reports to the computer the amount of exhaust gas flowing through the EGR system when the valve is open. The PFE sensor will always be located near the EGR valve. Ford utilizes several versions of the sensor. Each sensor has a required voltage value which the computer expects to see when the ignition key is turned to the run position. If the computer does not see the known value, a diagnostic trouble code will set and the computer system will begin a function in failure mode status. In this mode, a computer will richen the air-fuel ratio mixture to prevent engine damage from possible excessive detonation. It will also cycle the EGR valve on and off while in cruise mode in an attempt to test and possibly correct a faulty condition in the EGR system. Testing the PFE sensor will typically require removal of the sensor. Unplug the sensor bracket and move the assembly to an area where it can remain plugged in. Using the pinout chart found on our website, back probe the signal wire at the sensor and turn the ignition key to the run position. The reading on your meter is 1.43 volts, well below the expected 3.25 volt specification. This sensor is faulty and needs replacement. Replacing the sensor requires us to remove the sensing hose from the sensor. Use care when removing this hose. Damaging it will require replacement with the application-specific hose. The sensor is held in place by a spring clip mounting bracket. Use caution when replacing the sensor. The spring clips are very strong. Injury may occur if not handled carefully. With the new sensor installed in the mounting bracket, we will reconnect the sensor electrical connector and retest the signal with our voltmeter. With the ignition key turned to the run position, the sensor signal is 3.32 volts. The rule of thumb acceptance for the sensor is within 10% on either side of the 3.25 volts. With the proper signal voltage verified, we can complete the mounting of our new sensor on the engine. Be certain the hose fits snug both on the sensor and the EGR tube fitting. Clear the diagnostic trouble codes and test drive the vehicle.